Today we're going to go over questions 7, 8, 9, and 10. So here's number 7. Liza drew a figure on the front of her notebook that has 2 obtuse angles. Which figure could be the one Liza drew? So remember, if there's no picture, we have to draw one. And with these types of questions where it just has the different shape, we're going to draw each shape. So a rectangle, we know a rectangle has 2 sets of parallel sides and 4 right angles. And that rectangles have 2 sets of equal sides. So here's a rectangle. Now an obtuse triangle. An obtuse triangle has at least 1 obtuse angle and 2 acute angles. So here's our obtuse angle. And then we're going to connect those and give us our acute angles. So there's an obtuse triangle. Now our parallelogram, it's kind of like a rectangle but tilted. It has 2 sets of parallel sides, 4 sides, and 2 obtuse angles, 2 acute angles, and 2 sets of equal sides. And then a right triangle is going to have 1 right angle and 2 acute angles. So here's our right angle. Connect those sides and give us 2 acute angles. So we're looking for 2 obtuse angles, angles that are greater than 90 degrees and less than 180. So a rectangle has 4 right angles, so it doesn't have any obtuse angles, so we can cross that one out. An obtuse triangle, it only has 1 obtuse angle, so we can cross that one out. A parallelogram, it has 2 acute angles and 2 obtuse angles, so that is a question. And letter D, a right angle, it only has 1 right angle and 2 acute angles, so it doesn't have what we are looking for. So letter C is our correct answer because it has 2 obtuse angles. All right, now number 8. It says Keith made a rectangular sign that had a perimeter of 48 inches. We know perimeter is adding all sides together, and it's also length plus width plus length plus width. And it says which model could represent the sign Keith made. So we have to figure out the area of each of these answers. So we're going to the perimeter of each of these answer choices. So we're going to add 32 plus 16 plus 32 plus 16. So I'm going to add 32, 16, 32, 16. So 6 plus 2 is 8, and 6 plus 2 is 8, and 8 plus 8 is 18, or 16. I'm going to write the 6 right here, carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So the perimeter of this is 96 inches. That's not what we're looking for, so we can go ahead and cross that one out. All right, so now we're going to find the perimeter of this, because this one's also 16 inches, 32 inches. So letter B, all sides are the same for a square, so 12 inches, 12 inches. So we're going to add all 4 sides together. We can add all 4 sides together, we can add 12 4 times, or we can multiply 12 times 4, which is either choice you can choose from. So 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. We know that 12 plus 12 is 24, and 12 plus 12 is 24. So we can add 24 plus 24, which is 48 inches. So this perimeter is 48 inches. That's what we're looking for, but we still have 2 more answer choices to go through. So letter C, this is 12 inches because it's the same length as that one, and this one is 4 inches because it's the same width as that one. So we're going to be adding 12 plus 4 plus 12 plus 4. So we know 12 plus 4 is 16. 12 plus 4 is 16, and 16 plus 16 gives us 36. Or not 36, 32. So this is 32 inches as our perimeter. It's not what we're looking for, so we're going to cross that one out. So this top side is 48 inches. The bottom side will also be 48 inches. This width is 2 inches. This width is also going to be 2 inches. So we're going to be adding 48 plus 2 plus 48 plus 2. We know 8 plus 2 is 10. So 48 plus 2 would be 50. 48 plus 2 is 50, and 50 plus 50 is 100. So this perimeter would be 100. It's not what we're looking for, so we're going to cross it out. Our correct answer would be B. All right, now number 9. Says this model represents Norman's rectangular backyard garden. Norman will plant carrots in the rectangular garden of the garden labeled carrots in the model. So we're going to be looking for the area of this. It says, what is the area in square feet of the section where Norman will plant carrots? And we know area is length times width. So this width is 14 feet. This width is also going to be 14 feet. And this one is 14 feet. So we know that the entire length of this top side is 30 feet. And this length right here is 24. So we can just subtract 30 minus 24. And we know 0 minus 4, we can't do that. So we have to borrow from the tens place. So this 3 becomes a 2. And this 0 becomes a 10. And 10 minus 4 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. So it is 6 feet for the length. So we're going to be multiplying 14 times 6. So we know 4 times 6 is 24. So write our 4, carry our 2. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. And area always has square units. So it's going to be square, whatever the unit of measurement is, which is feet. So it's 84 square feet. Now, last but not least, number 10. Which figure cannot have parallel line segments? We know parallel line segments are line segments that do not ever touch. And so since we don't have pictures, we're going to draw pictures for each of these shapes. So a square, it's going to have 4 equal sides, and it's going to have 4 right angles, and has 2 sets of parallel sides. So it does have parallel sides, so that one is wrong. Pentagon. It has 5 sides. And as long as it has 5 sides, it can have parallel sides. So a pentagon can have parallel sides, so that's wrong. Triangle. Triangle has 3 sides. So I'm going to draw each of the different types of triangles. So here is an acute triangle. Here is a right triangle. And here's an obtuse triangle. So none of them can be parallel because there's only 3 sides, and they're always going to touch no matter what. But we still have one more answer choice to go through. A trapezoid. A trapezoid, what we know, it has 4 sides and 1 set of parallel sides. So that cannot be our answer. So our answer has to be a triangle. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.